I became a cattle rancher just because I wanted to do right by animals. We don't have to treat them badly. We don't have to make them suffer. They can be happy. They can have a good long life.
We got introduced to Alan Savory's son. He made a point of that we can actually fix the damage we've done. My whole life, I've always been told that we have to sustain. We can't go back. We're done. It's all wrong and there's nothing more we can do. And that was the first time I heard that we could fix it. And that was the first strand that brought me to jump in on the whole regenerative agriculture.
These particular cattle, Bonsmaras, graze in a very tight herd. They stick together. And so it's like a lawnmower going through and a fertilizing going through, which is better for the soil. It's concentrated. And they're brown and they're darn cute.
We take into account the grass that we want to grow the most. And we make sure that our cows are being moved frequently enough that they don't harm the grass, and all of their excrement and urine can be used as the continuation of the mineral cycle, which in turn helps grow the soil.
Nobody has dung beetles in California. They're really hard to find because of all the deworming programs that kill everything, including dung beetles, and including positive insects and microbes and so on. Last summer, we found dung beetles. They're starting to come back. They take the nutrients from the manure and put it deep into the earth, and that makes the dirt soil much faster.
The healthy soil is important because, one, it creates healthier us, and two, it sucks carbon back down into the ground.
You can control the parasite cycle by moving the cattle in a certain time period. So if there is no animal in that pasture for 6 months, the life cycle of the parasite dies. And also if you have chickens, then the chickens eat the parasites and then you don't have a problem with that. So there's a lot of natural ways you can keep the soil healthy and keep the animals healthy.
We had this idea, especially in Western culture, that nature is competitive, but it's really cooperative.
Every time I hike the land, I see new vegetation that I was unfamiliar with. When you look at the hills, you just see brown and you go, there's nothing growing here. Oak trees and grass, that's it. Not true. It is amazing how much diversity there is.
The ones that I'm most excited about are the California needlegrass, because that's the first sign that, hey, we're supporting the grasses that we want growing.
They have 21 minerals in a box and they can choose which mineral they would like to eat. Their body knows what minerals are not in the soil, so they'll eat it and then they defecate it and then it goes back into the soil. So it's a natural cycle and a natural monitoring of the soil and healing the soil.
We're a part of what's going on in the world naturally, and we can contribute to it in a really positive way. You know what would be awesome is if everybody started ranching and farming. That would be so cool. I think it would be awesome if everybody started talking to their farmers and their ranchers and where they're getting their produce. Because a lot of people buy their meat from strangers.
Oh, it's the best. It is the best. I recommend getting to know cows. They are amazing animals. And waking up every morning and going out on the land, it just is a lovely connection.
This is something that I feel like I can stand behind, in a sense that it pushes me to do other things too. Like, it gives me a drive.